Hello, I'm Jim DeRizio, and this is my letterpress print shop, the Norlu Press in Fayetteville, North Carolina. In this short video, you will learn a little bit more about letterpress printing. Letterpress printing is a technique of relief printing and is a process by which copies are produced by repeated direct impression of an inked raised surface against sheets or a continuous roll of paper. It dominated printing for nearly 500 years and remains popular with both hobby printers and commercial shops. The basic steps include composing movable types to match the matter to be printed, locking the types as a form into the bed or chase of a printing press, inking the types, and pressing paper against them to transfer ink from the type onto the paper, also called making an impression. Without movable type, letterpress printing would not have become the force that dominated major cultural change for the better part of 5 centuries. Pai Sheng is credited with having invented movable ceramic types in China in about 1040 AD, and by 1100 AD, the Koreans were printing with movable metal types. Johannes Gutenberg, however, is the father of printing in the Western Hemisphere. In about 1440, he not only cast the first modern metal movable types as reusable letters, but also set them in forms and printed pages of texts on a wooden printing press that he also invented. This is the composing area of the print shop, and as you can see, I have a composing stick in my hand with some types that are already set, and each one of these cases that are inside of the cabinets includes a complete font of metal types. The types over here are wooden types, and as you can see when I pull one of them out, they are much larger than the metal types that we saw in the other case. After we have composed the type that we want to print with, we go through a process of aligning that type inside of a chase, which is kind of like a frame, and we do what is called imposition. And imposition starts with an imposing stone. This particular imposing stone is marble. My dad acquired it when he was first starting out in printing. Legend has it that printers used to keep these imposing stones, and it would be the only thing that would not be handed down to anybody or sold from a shop, because they would flip over the unused portion of the stone and inscribe their tombstone on it. In this particular case, my dad chose not to do that, and he handed down this imposing stone to me. Other portions of the imposing area include a selection of furniture. We also have various tools to include coins. And the reason you use those coins is to put them inside of your chase with your furniture and the type that you've already composed, and you build what's called a form, and you do that in the imposing area. A couple of other items that we have in the imposing area is a coin key. We have a planer, which is used to plane down the type and make sure that it's all even. And we also have other items that are useful, like tweezers. The real heart of a print shop is the printing press. This particular press is a Gordon old-style jobber. It was built in 1863, and it was the first press that my dad acquired when he was about 15 years old. So he was a sophomore in high school when he started printing with this press, but it was already an old press even when he acquired it. And the other features of the press include the treadle, which is how the press is operated. So by pushing down on the treadle, one moves the press. No electricity involved, only leg power. After items are printed on the press, they go into what's called the bindery. And this bindery area is pretty simple as bindery areas go. Mostly small jobs coming off of our 7x11 Gordon over there. These are Christmas cards that we've printed, and different types of Christmas cards that are going to be go out to customers and hopefully make their holiday time a special time here in Fayetteville, North Carolina.